Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Keith Andrew Network. This is episode 222. I'm here with a good friend of mine, and Jerry. I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
I'm happy to help out whatever I can. I mean, people need a helping hand. If you guys followed me in the past, I did the helping hands thing. I like to give people a hand once in a while, If I could do as much good as I can, this is my good deed for the day. I'm a happy man. It makes me happy.
No,
I'm helping people.
Absolutely. And now the theme of all my episodes is uncensored. And what that is freedom of speech, freedom of self-expression. You
Nice.
can curse if you want to, smoke or whatever. I have no control over what my guest does. I'm just happy enough to do the interviews. So in return, you guys can express yourselves however you want. Like I said, you're supporting a good cause, and you're making a new friend out of it. And for people who want to know what the Keith Andrew Network is, basically the Keith Andrew Network is my way of showing people that even with having a learning disability, I can still overcome controversy and reach my goals in life. And at the same time, I'm able... I haven't done this as of late. The whole point of the Keith Andrew Network is to show people that even if we're having a learning disability, I can still overcome controversy and reach my goals in life. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into a perfect example for people out there dealing with any types of disabilities or learning disabilities. But you should never give up, and you should prove to people you can still mount to something. And, my memories going on. I think I have ADD, so it's a lot of things processing.
We all have that. Trust me. One form or the other, we got something. Like ADHD. I think I have that. I'm a very hyper person. They had to give me caffeine to keep me calm. Does that make any sense? I told you right there, I'm a freaking maniac. And it's just, I don't get it. Like, how can caffeine, something that's supposed to make you nuts, calm you down? And things like that. People might say that's a disability or a learning disability, ADHD, but if I see it as, I got more energy than the next guy. I can use this energy to run circles around somebody. It doesn't mean that it's affecting me mentally. And even if it does, there's ways around that too. Never let yourself be, just like cornered in a box sort of thing. Like, oh, this is all I can do. Never. Keep going.
No, absolutely. And I don't do my interviews on a regular day-to-day basis. I would love that. They have one after another. So when I don't do my interviews like on a regular basis, like today's Sunday and I won't do something until, Tuesday or Wednesday, I will build up that hesitation of saying, okay, I'm out of practice, or I hesitate. That's why in the beginning, when I was telling you, I was hesitating because I haven't done it as of late.
Oh yeah, that happens. It happens to everybody. I was gonna get on a microphone in the wrestling independent scene, and I was of course worried, but I didn't get the chance to do it. But that same thought would be going through my mind. I haven't done this in a while. I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little nervous. I don't know. Can I still do it? Of course you can. It's like riding a bike. If you forget how it's impossible. Your body's like programmed into your cells, your body, the nervous system. You're never gonna forget. It might take you a couple times to start the lawnmower, pulling the thing. But you're gonna get it. It's gonna come right back on. No problem. You got this.
No, absolutely. Now, starting off, what can you tell us about yourself? And like I said, I'm going to ask you some hard-hitting questions. Then I'm going to pass the show over to you in a little bit, and you can ask me anything you want, gloves off. But starting off, what can you tell us about yourself? And how did you create your fan base?
Well, if you guys followed Grimm's Toy Show, I was the therapist that was sent over to him by a court order, because he's beating up a guy named Grime, and had a wrestling match or something in the backyard, like some backyard wrestling. Beat him up pretty good, and so they sent me over there to straighten this guy out. When I got there, it was a lot more. I see that it was a lot more than just he wasn't like the kind of guy that just go around beating people up at the time. He had a deep-rooted problem, and he had this giant toy room filled with wrestling figures. I called them dolls. And he got all upset about that, so I said, all right, action dolls. All right, how about that? And he got, it's like, they're not dolls, you moron. And I'm like, listen, pal, they're freaking dolls. And he's dressing them up. They got things on them, just like Barbie dolls. Unbelievable. And so he ended up throwing a beach ball at my head, and I took a couple shots, and I was like, whatever. Then I had to bring in a guy. Bring one of my associates, Tony Uhol. They kind of watch my back to straighten this guy out for me so I can stay and do my therapy type of thing, and try to straighten up. Guy was nuts. So, it was just, it went like that. But when I was on Grimm's Toy Show, I kind of evolved into a different type of guy. I wasn't that doctor anymore. I just say I kind of evolved into like a wrestler type of guy, and more ready to just get right in on it, man. Let's go kick butt type of guy. And then I realized, you know what? I could do some good here. I could maybe I can, because I was building up a fan base, and the Twitter was building up, and I was able to reach out to people. So I'm like, maybe I could do good and try to get people healthy. Because at that time, I dropped a lot of weight. I went from 280 to down to 229. And
Can I say one thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Can you move yourself back so it's centered? Because when I do the software, it's got to cut everything off the side.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have just told you from
the
start.
I'm glad you told me that.
But one thing I do want to say is, everything you're saying, is this real, or is it just part of the Grimm Toy Show thing? Is it just pretend?
Well, the Grimm's Toy Show thing, it's of course it's a storyline for him, but I kind of did evolve into something different than what I was supposed to be. But then and myself as a person evolved into that as well. And when I did see that I can actually do good, I saw I was able to drop weight from 280 to 280 plus down to 229. I'm like, I met a lot of the fans at the conventions, and then some of them, had some weight issues, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can get the word out and give them the help that they need to lose weight. So I made a couple videos explaining how it works. Calories in, calories out. You gotta count your calories. You gotta understand. You can't just eat and say, I only ate this 2 Snickers bars, or I ate 5 Snickers bars. That's not a lot of food. If you stack it up, that's nothing. Well, yeah, it might not be a lot of volume, but it's a lot of crap. And if you were to take those calories that's in those Snicker bars and put it into grilled chicken and some vegetables, you're gonna get 4 times, 5, 6, 7 times more volume out of that than you would if you ate those Snicker bars. If you ate the Snicker bars, it gets what your hungry stuff. So I'm trying to get these things out to the fans that you can do it. You can do it. There's nothing that can hold you back. If you tell yourself, I can, then you will. You tell yourself, the first thing you think in the morning is, can't, then you're not. It doesn't matter if you're missing an arm, if you're missing a leg, if you think there's something wrong with you, or if someone tells you there's something wrong with you, put that over there. Say, crumple that up. I don't want to hear it. I got this. In your mind that you can do anything.
No, absolutely, and I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt before.
No, it's all good.
I don't have a problem with Grimm, but I was watching his shows. I hope I meet him one day, and I would love to have him on the show. And the part that pissed me off was I was comparing myself to him, and I was like, I'm working my ass off. I'm handicapped. I have ADD, ADHD. Some people say I'm mentally challenged, retarded, whatever labels they want to throw at me. And I'm watching his show, and I'm like, one, he's out of control. Number one, he he called Bro Display what was it, chicken tits or something?
Turkey.
A turkey thing. And then he tried to do lighting things on fire, and none of that really I had a problem with. So I thought it was funny. But the part I had a problem with, I was looking at his viewers. I was looking at how many hits he was getting.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I'm working my ass off here, and it's 25, maybe 30 at most. But maybe if I set things on fire, or maybe if I shoot fireworks at people, I would get a couple thousand. And I don't mean to bitch to you. That really got me going. It's like that's one reason I reached out to you guys. It's because it's like, you know what? I want to know your secret. I want to know what advice you could give me. It's saying because I have a good cause, I'm helping people with disabilities. But people do that to thumb their nose at it. But you have someone like Grim who's lighting things on fire, shooting fireworks at each other, and you're getting, like that getting hundreds and thousands of hits, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Well, I don't think it's anything you're doing wrong, because I've seen how many videos you've made. That's a lot of videos. So the amount of content is not an issue. Like YouTube has an algorithm, and it looks at how long somebody watches a video,
right,
and it takes that into account in how many likes or dislikes. If you get all dislikes and it's still a reaction, and it takes that and it puts it into their algorithm, and it says, all right, well, you guys gotta watch this. People are like, they're liking it, and they put all this time into it. It's got, let's say, like 60% of the people that watch the video, let's say watch 80% of the video, they're gonna recommend that. And it's like just getting them to glued onto the video. That's the big thing. With him, once he got his break, it was all algorithm. He put something out there that the fans like, people like. They've subscribed, they kept watching, and the thing is, he's got a set time, 5:30, every day, and that's one thing where they know I'm going to click in at 5:30 and watch every day, so they don't have to guess and like yeah, I don't have a set time. I tried to, and it doesn't work for me. I mean, I maybe haven't found my time yet, like for like my thing, but with that set time, it makes it so much easier. And then they're looking at his video at 5:30. Now he's got all this watched hours already, 1,000 hours of watched video of that video. Now they're recommending it right away. Boom. And now people that you forgot to watch his show, it's getting recommended to them. People that never watched his show, it's getting recommended to them. Now they're tuning in, and it's just like a cycle. Now it's never going to stop. Like the planet's spinning. You can't stop the planet from spinning there. It's crazy. But once you get to that, because like what I see is what you're doing is good, and it needs to be put out there more. Like that's why I came on it, because I want to make sure that other people know, because this is great. Like I've seen 200 videos. Like this is the type of thing that you would see on like Ellen, which is good. Like if that's the type of thing, I would even go ask Ellen too. And like if you just to get a response from her like that would be huge. How could she not put you on there? Like you're doing everything. Exactly what you said to me, you say to her, boom, she gets you on there, you'd be flying, man. So there's a good idea.
No, absolutely. And I reached out to everyone and everyone. I reached out to Bill O'Reilly. I reached out to the Today Show. What is sit around the table with Ozzy Osbourne's wife on The View. I reached out to you name them. I reached out to every single one, and none of them said nothing. And going back to when I talked to a couple agents, they said, yeah, we would only be on your show if, say, I don't know, your next episode gets 1,000 hits, and I'm like, okay, you understand I have a learning disability? Yes. Okay. Do you understand it's a good message, it's a good cause? Yes. But you want 1,000 or 2,000 people follow me until you take me seriously? Yes. Well, we didn't mean it like that, and it's kind of like, well, you just said it. You said I need at least 1,000 people or more until you take me seriously. So when I saw Grimm and when he had 65 million people, I'm like, now it's making my head spin.
Yeah, that would make my head spin too. It would be a great thing. Just even for them, like if the fans saw that they did something nice like that, hell, that can only be good for them anyway. So it's like, maybe he's not in the right frame of mind. Like, maybe when he sees me on here, maybe he'll, change his tune, because you gotta do good in the world, and if starting with the good in the world is this, which is great. Hell, well, I'm here. I'm willing to, do my good deed and try to. I'll retweet all this stuff and try to get it out there.
No, I appreciate it. Now I'm going to pass the show over to you. Do something different like I do in all my episodes, so it's not the same repetition over and over. And I'll give you a perfect example. When I did season 1, my hand's the camera, and here's the phone. So what the camera saw from the phone, that's what the video quality was. That was 2013. I wasn't that advanced. So season 2 was the camera from the computer screen. So yes, it was a little more clear quality. Now my brother told me, he's like, well, why don't you use Google Hangout? Google. Why don't you use that Hangout thing? You can record. And why don't you use Skype? It's a Skype recorder, and that's what I'm doing now. So that's why it's going to be cut in half. So now it looks like Fox News, CNN. But you name them, I got them. I got actors, actresses, models, CEOs, professional wrestlers. And I know you're a wrestling fan, so you can give me some names if you like. But I interviewed people from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Really?
And I got up to 222 thanks to you. And now with the Power Wrestling, they kind of, some of them were really nice, but there were some of them that backed out of it. Because in the beginning, and after I do this real rant, I promise to pass it back to you and you can finish it. As people say to me, number 1, you're not copyrighted. 2, you don't have a business license. And 3, you don't have anything. So I went to a lawyer/senior advisor, and he said, 1, because you're online based, you do not have to be copyrighted. And you do not need to be trademarked. Even if you wanted to be trademarked, that's $2,000, and unless you want to piss $2,000 away, I don't really recommend you getting it back, because how would you be making it back? You're not making any money. However, he said to me, and this is why I asked you, he said, one mistake I was doing was you were not getting written permission from people who used the interview. As you said, you were going to do it on air. And I was doing that towards, the end. Originally, I did over 300 interviews. And people were coming out and they said, oh, my agent said, my publicist said, you're hurting my career, you're degrading, we don't want to be with people like you. It was a waste of my time, I thought it would help my career, some other bullshit. And you were telling me to take it down and whatever. So I said, fuck it. I took everything down. Like I said, it's uncensored, you can express yourself. I took everything down, and I went down the entire list. From 300, I got back up to 100. and I got written permission slips. People would say, for example, you sign a piece of paper, either written in person or via computer and whatever, saying, do I have your permission signed? Half said yes, half said no. So I'm working my way back up to the 300 mark. But I should have been doing that from the start. That was my biggest mistake. But, I got, going back to the wrestling now, and I promise I will shut up and pass it back to you, as I got Sonny Ono on. And,
Really?
Yep. I'm going, if you want, you can go to my website, see it. I can put it on, but I promise I would have taken it down because she said, we did the interview, now I signed a contract with CTW or something like that. It was another company, and I can't sign a waiver. I interviewed Brodus Clay. And,
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I told him about my incident when I was working at store in the Commons. So he was making fun of me. He's like, well, I'm going to go now. Make sure you don't hit on any Muslim chicks. Basically a long story about that. I can tell you some other time. I got Chris Harris. He's a good friend of mine. He wants to do a follow-up interview. I got Vince Russo.
Really?
That's
impressive.
Yep, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's pretty good, man. We're going to get Vince Russo on there.
And I got there's a bunch of them. And my last one was Lenny Pablo.
Oh, wow. Man, you've been working hard on that one.
Yep, 24/7. I'm always working on it. This is what I want to do until I die. And I swear to God, I'm very passionate about this. This is really what I want to do because I can't do anything else. And basically, I was pushed along in my high school years. I didn't. I'm gonna sum up my 4 years for you. Oh, Mrs. and Mr. blah, 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 we know your son has a disability, but we promise you, after these 4 years, he will be a functional adult in society. He would do this. He would go to college. Nope. Oh, Keith, you here today? Go read the newspaper. Go sit in the corner and leave me alone. So I was basically pushed along. I was not able to go to college. And I was like, you know what? Instead of using my disability as a crutch, like I've been doing all my years, can't do this, I can't do that, I was like, screw it. I'm going to turn a weakness into a strength, and I'm going to show you, even being handicapped, I can still amount to something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, college, you say, let's put it this way. Let's turn that into a good thing. You just save yourself an F load of money. Okay? You just saved yourself so much money and so much, brainwashing that they do to you in college these days. You saved yourself a lot. You probably kept 5 years on your life just for making that decision. Or if you couldn't get in there, that's God's will. Let's just put it that way. It's happened for a reason. I didn't go to college either. Screw college, man. I'm not going. I said, you know what? What am I gonna do? I go to college. What am I gonna do? Learn 90% of the stuff I don't even want to effing learn. And then I'm going to be trained mentally, and then I'm going to learn the one thing I want to learn, and I'm probably not going to be able to get 100% on it. The other 90% is the other crap that you're trying to make me learn anyway, just for these credits. No, it's not because of credit. Then you people want me to learn this because you want me to pay more money to be here. You made this stupid system where you have to get these credits. No, maybe I don't want those credits. I don't want to learn that crap. How about you just? How about I pay you so I can learn what I want to learn? How's that? No, we can't do that. You have to do our stupid system. This is government run. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna. You're not getting my money. You're not getting a penny. And I'm not gonna go. I'm not even gonna waste my time and brain power on stupid scholarships. My sister did scholarships. She's one in a million, let's put it that way, but she's smart up here, but then she's got no common sense. Does that make sense? She's so smart to get full scholarships, not pay a penny, and get her master's degree, but she has no common sense at all. Like, she'll do something stupid that you would think a person like her that went through all that crap would be like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't do that. No. College doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. That piece of paper, let me get a piece of paper. Oh, this piece of paper. Oh, this says I'm smart. No, just ripped it. Guess what? That is nothing. What is it? Now it's nothing. So wait, you're either smart or you're not. They only have paper to tell you. Obviously, you are. You are smart, and you have to figure out a way. Did you turn something negative that you've been a doctor to feel for so long into something good? And that's the way to do it. Like, even like the worst situations on the earth, like when you're in such a situation, you're like, God damn, this sucks. This sucks, man. But it could be worse.
Right.
I say that all the time. It could be worse. Or I had worse. And or I could get better. Hell, this might suck now, but be better. Get better. You can only get better. Or, you always think you can always improve. It's not written in stone. Nothing's written in stone in life. Nothing. You could be missing every limb in your body, but it's not written in stone. And that's because now we got all this technology out there that can change something that 20 years ago you'd be like screwed. There's something like, well, I kind of got this now. Insurance can cover this new thing, and I help you walk, or it'll help me. Like you got Stephen Hawkins. Guy can't even move. Can't even move out of a chair. Can't barely do anything. Stephen Hawkins. But he can somehow talk. He can move his wheelchair. He got technology. He can think it, and it would work.
You would think this is funny. Going to college, I actually do have a funny story for you. Then I'm gonna promise I'll pass it back to you, and you can wrap up the show. But you saw Futurama, right?
Yes.
And the line's like, Fry said, I went to college. Yeah, but 21st college was basically an expensive daycare.
Pretty much. Pretty much is. If you think about it, like, there are certain people that go to college. The smart ones get scholarships.
Right.
They're in with the smart people. And that's like maybe 5% of people that go to college are the ones that are smart. Actually smart and get scholarship. That's smart. And the other ones are, well, mommy and daddy want me to F out of the house. And they're going to pay all this goddamn money to have it done. And I really don't want to be here, but I can party hard and just suck at everything in class. I don't give a shit because I'm not paying for it. And all you gotta do is keep a part-time job. I get free party time. It's like, those are the people that, 95% of the people is going to have fun. But when you're done with that, 4 years goes by like that. What do you got? How much character of yourself have you built? Well, not much, because I've been drinking my brains out, and I think I lost more brain cells than I gained character in my personality. And then what happens after that? You got now you say you magically got your degree in some bullshit like liberal arts. Nobody gives a shit about liberal arts. Like,
right.
You can't. It's something that you can use. Like what my uncle said, why don't you be a plumber? Be an electrician. My father even said, be an electrician. Go to the VOTEC, the vocational schools. They give you all that opportunity. They'll teach you how to weld. They'll give you all these skills. And then you'll find out you're good at stuff you never thought you were good at. And boom, right there. You just saved yourself so much BS, and you went right to what you're good at in vocational school. Now you got all this money that you could be saving, or you saved, or that you're not going to be in debt on now. And now you have a trade skill. You're good to go. Now, even with the you ever see Boogie 2987? I think that's his number on the YouTube. Francis, he does a really, really heavy-set guy. But he's funny as hell. And he does a character called Francis, and he stumbles and mumbles and just spits out of his mouth, and he's just really that guy. But he says, "Oh, I can't be a marathon runner, so well, I'm sitting here looking at you guys, and yeah, let's have fun." And he'll just like rant on something, and if he does it in his character, I laugh my ass off. I get so many views. It's unbelievable. He's over 1 million subscribers, and it's just so funny seeing a guy. See, that guy, he found what he's good at right there. And say if you had like a segment, like a shorter, like I say, you do your interviews, which is your core of your YouTube channel, which is important. But you do like smaller ones where you hit on like a subject everybody's talking about. Hit on it with make your points quick and hit them hard. Where people are like, "Man, that guy's got a point," and then like make the presentation good too. If you can learn Photoshop and let's say Adobe Premiere 12,
right.
The editing. So I use the editing software for that too, and it's amazing. I didn't need a college degree to learn this stuff. This is what people go to school for, and I just mess with it on a computer, and boom. You see my earliest videos on my channel, you'd be like, "This guy for real?" Like, wait a second, how does this guy have one subscriber? And then you see what I could do now. There's like, this is the same guy? Like, he must have a team editing this stuff. No, not really. Every day. YouTube watches that with the consistency thing. I know you've uploaded a lot, but you say you took like 4 months off from making a video or uploading one. He knows that. So, like, I try to get something on every week. I can. You know, not like every day like some people, but yeah, they better subscribe to your channel, and I'm going to be sending people over here too. I'm going to be, I'll retweet you. You tell me, hey, I'll be sending out a tweet. Thinking oh, okay. Boom, I'll go over there, retweet it for you. I got to get people over here. Smack them around for you.
Now, wrapping up, but I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Yeah, no problem. I had a blast. This is very fun. We can do it again sometime, for sure.